Do you ever feel like manifestation is just another thing on your to-do list that you don't have time for? Like your spiritual practice is something that you have to do? Honestly, you're not alone because I felt that way too. Something that's really changed my relationship with manifestation is blending it into my lifestyle so that no matter what I'm doing, I'm also manifesting. I call this manifestation as a lifestyle, and it's single handedly made the entire manifestation journey more enjoyable for me. And I've seen my desires show up with a lot more ease. Manifesting as a lifestyle has made manifestation go from feeling like a task to something I just naturally do because it's who I am. If you'd like to learn more about this, I've created a step by step guide for you. I'll link it in my show notes so you can check it out.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Affirmation Addict podcast. Today, I'm talking about a topic that I get so many questions on, and that is how to say affirmations for other people. And I know a lot of you get in the situation if a loved one is sick or suffering. And so I want to go through and teach you the way to send them healing energy, say affirmations for them, and just help them out. You're listening to the Affirmation Addict podcast with Payal Agarwal. This podcast will teach you about the power of affirmations while making manifestation easy and accessible for you in order to enhance your spiritual consciousness. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so excited to dive into today's episode. Actually, wait, before we get started, I wanted to check with you. Have you heard about my new app? It's called Affirm-It, and it's your one-stop shop for all things affirmations, manifestation, and self-healing. I really have been wanting to create something for you that truly empowers you to realize that you genuinely have everything you need within you. You don't need me. You don't need any other coaches. This app genuinely has everything you need to get that life that you've been trying to manifest. And it has gentle daily reminders, guided audio affirmations, sleep affirmations, affirmation reminders, and so much more good information, good energy, and so many things that I know will help you manifest your dreams. Because I'm so grateful for you, I'm actually offering you a free 7-day trial. And this is a genuine 7-day trial. That means you don't have to type in your credit card. You won't be automatically charged. There's no ads, and you get complete access to the app as if you've already subscribed to it. So if you do want to learn more about the app, head over to affirmation-addict.com/app, or if you're ready to dive in, head over to the iTunes App Store and search for Affirm-It. The Android version will be coming soon, and as soon as it's ready, I'll be sure to let you know. Now we can officially dive into today's episode. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Affirmation Addict podcast. And so today I'm going to be diving a little bit deeper into how to say affirmations for your loved ones and if that's even possible. And diving right into it, the short answer and the immediate answer is yes. You can definitely say affirmations for people in your life that you're really connected to and that you wish well for. But there's a couple caveats or a couple tips that I want to talk to you guys about, and just to help you understand the way affirmations work when you're trying to help somebody else. So number one, I think the most important thing that I want to cover is that these affirmations, when you say them for other people, and when you're really going into somebody else's life and you're trying to help them, the only way affirmations and healing energy works is when it comes from a place of unconditional love. And to put it even more bluntly, this is to say that if you're trying to wish poorly upon others, if you are trying to do something weird, don't work with that. Don't do affirmations for those reasons. Only practice affirmations for other people when you wish upon them well, because that's the only way they're really going to work, because your energy is aligned with the highest possible vibration, which is unconditional love. And so just to get that straight and to really be clear is when you're saying affirmations for other people, it only works when it comes from a place of unconditional love and truly wishing them unconditionally the best case scenario for their journey. Number 2 is affirmations are truly just words, their intentions, and their energy. And so a lot of people think it's a complicated process to say affirmations for other people, but it's actually so simple. You can do this in your daily practice as well. And all you really do is, a lot of affirmations are phrased, I am happy or I am loved. You just have to replace that person's name with it. So say I'm going to say that I'm saying an affirmation for Tom, which I used to do especially a lot when he was in the military. I would say Tom is safe, Tom is healthy, Tom is happy, because I wouldn't see him for months at a time, and I wanted to infuse and wish him the best wherever he was on his deployments or in his training, and make sure he was super healthy. And so the easiest, the quickest, and the most effective way to actually structure an affirmation for somebody else is to just replace their name in the beginning. And then the same affirmation rules apply, which is you want it to be present tense. You want to only focus on what you want. You don't want to talk about what you don't want. And you want to avoid using words like no, don't, cannot, things like that are very negating. You don't want to use those words because they actually don't give your subconscious mind that benefit. So I want to give you a good example and a bad example just so you can distinguish, and I'll tell you what quote unquote rules you're violating with the bad example. And this applies to any affirmation, whether it's for yourself or for somebody else. So think of this as like a little mini affirmation lesson on how to structure them. So a really good affirmation is Tom is safe and healthy. It's simple. It's in present tense. I'm using his name. I'm using what I want to focus on. So I'm focusing on safe. I'm focusing on healthy. And I'm not using any words like no or don't or not. A bad affirmation in the same context is Tom does not get hurt and does not get sick. So this is not good because, number 1, I'm using his name, so that's okay. But the thing that's not good is I am using it in the future tense. So does not is future tense. It's not present or past, it's future tense. So you never want your affirmations to be in past or future. The second thing that I did wrong was I talked about not. So I used the word not, and I also focused on what I don't want him to be. I didn't want him to get hurt, and I didn't want him to get sick. So by me saying the words hurt and sick in my affirmations, my subconscious mind is actually drawing more attention to those words. And so the reason this is really powerful is your subconscious mind doesn't process words like no, don't, not when you're in the mode of creating your reality and just saying those affirmations. Your subconscious mind doesn't know that those words mean no and that you don't want it. It's focusing on the words that are actually the objects or the adjectives that you want. So like the safety, the good health, those are words your subconscious mind will focus on. So that's why Tom is safe and healthy is 1, shorter, 2, so much more powerful than Tom does not get hurt and Tom doesn't get sick. So that's a really good difference to help you really understand how to structure your affirmations, whether they're for yourself or for a loved one. The third thing I really want to talk about with you guys is when you're saying these affirmations for loved ones, it's beautiful, it's potent, and I've used it for so many loved ones and in a lot of different scenarios, which I'll cover in a little bit. But what I really want to remind you is affirmations, they take maybe a minute, maximum 5 minutes if somebody really wants to put in that energy, but that's a long time to say affirmations. 5 minutes means that you're saying about 500 affirmations based on the speed at which we all talk. And so if you are saying affirmations for about a minute for somebody you really care about, think about it. That's only 1 minute out of 24 hours in a day. And I don't know off the top of my head what 24 times 60 is, but that is just a fraction. That is such a small percentage that your energy that you're wishing so much goodness and that you're wishing so much wellness upon someone that you really care about, that's only one fraction that you're using the affirmation for. So what I really invite people to remember is, yes, you can totally say affirmations for your loved ones, but it doesn't stop at just saying those affirmations. It really comes up, and the time to really practice wishing well for those loved ones is when you're thinking about them and when you're with them, when you're talking about them. What types of things are you saying? What types of things are you thinking about? What types of things are you kind of assuming about them? So a really good example is when someone is sick. So say somebody in your family has a disease or an illness and you want to wish them really well. So you say these affirmations: my family member is healthy, my family member has recovered, my family member feels strong again. You're saying those really powerful affirmations for your family member, and that takes about a minute of your day, maybe 5 at the most. But the rest of your day, when you go to see that family member or visit that family member, is the emotion you feel pity and, oh, I wish they didn't have this disease. And I really, really am so mad that they have this disease because they shouldn't have to suffer. Those thoughts are also manifesting into vibrations, energy. And so really, really be aware of the thoughts you're thinking when you're not affirming and when you're not practicing your affirmations. Are you thinking positive thoughts? Are you thinking my family member is strong enough to overcome this disease? I'm so proud of my family member for being so positive, even though they have the option to be negative. Are those the thoughts you're thinking? Or are you thinking some of the thoughts I mentioned before, like, I'm so upset that my family member has to go through this. Why are they suffering? Like, are you wallowing? Or are you supporting them and projecting beautiful energy onto them? That's just the thoughts you're thinking. The other thing is when you're talking about them. This is kind of related to more about your health, but it's kind of like, I don't want to make it sound like you're trying to lie to somebody, but it's really being careful with your words. And a strong example that I experienced in my life was I had a family member in the hospital, but we didn't tell many people they were in the hospital because they wouldn't be able to think positively. They would feel pity and feel sad, and I didn't want more of that energy going towards that person. So instead, we chose not to tell people. And yes, that is super unconventional. It wasn't in efforts to be secretive. It was actually in efforts to monitor the energy. And so if you're thinking of a family member and they're not doing well, when you think of them, when you talk about them, can you talk about them in the way you wish for them to feel, in the way you wish for them to be, even if it's not the case? And I know that for some people will sound like you're lying or you're just really placeboing your way through life. And I totally understand why it feels like that. But if you think about it, those are affirmations. The things you're saying are also affirmations. So if you spend 30 minutes on the phone with your mom talking about how this person is so sick and sad, but you only spend 1 minute doing your affirmations, that 1 minute of affirmations is going to kind of be irrelevant compared to the 30 minutes of talking and pitying and feeling bad for this person. So it's really about monitoring the way you talk about these people, who you wish well for and who you want them to feel better, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. You want to wish them well, not only in your affirmation sessions, but also when you think about them, when you see them, and when you talk about them, because those are also all vibrations that are contributing to the energy that they're going to experience. And kind of piggybacking off of this, the fourth thing I want to talk about when sending healing energy or saying affirmations for loved ones is remember that your intentions and your thoughts are so powerful that by simply thinking to yourself, maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your dad, by simply thinking, my mom is healed, my mom feels good, I project healing energy towards my mom, just by saying those, it's actually happening. And a lot of us look for complicated processes. A lot of us look for complicated rituals or immediate light popping up around us. We look for those physical kind of signs of, yes, it's working. But if you can place the search for physical evidence and replace that into your belief of you and the tiny bit of effort you're putting into wishing their wellness, that attention and shifting your focus to, wow, I am so thankful I have the opportunity to wish well for somebody I love, shifting that focus and that perspective, you'll be able to create those results for the people you love so much quicker, because you're not clouding it or plaguing it with doubt and searching for evidence and creating more lack. You're gonna just create more of that good feeling energy and helping them heal or grow or whatever they need to. Because I know it's really hard to watch family members or loved ones or coworkers or friends suffer, and even though you might know something else that they might not know. And so the last thing, very relevant to what I just said, is number 5. I totally understand the desire to help the people you love heal, help them grow, help them feel better. We just wish well for everybody in our lives. I really want you to remember that the reason they are the way they are is because this is their journey also. And I think it's really important to respect that part of their journey, accept that part of their journey, and allow them to be on their journey. Because one thing I have seriously learned, no matter how much I care about the people in my life, is I can wish them well, I can say affirmations for them, but in the end, if they themselves are not ready, I can't do anything. I can consistently project goodness, and I highly recommend doing that. But I don't want you, if you're someone who's projecting goodness and projecting wellness, but you don't see those results, I don't want you to blame yourself, because that, number 1, is complete evidence of self-sabotaging. And also, it's not only your responsibility to fix them. There's so much more at stake. There's their own vibration. There's other people too. So just remember, when you are trying to help heal and give love to somebody, it's not all on you. And so I feel like that puts a lot of pressure. It might feel like it based on your current circumstances, but there's more than one person, more than one energy who is creating that reality for that person, whether it's you and them and the energies and the universe and maybe other people in their life or their past experiences. So just remember that. And it's not to discourage you or show you that it won't work, but it's to put less pressure on you while you wish somebody well, while you wish them to heal and get better. I want you to remember that it's not only on you to do this, and you're doing the best you can. So make sure you give yourself that credit. And make sure you do it from a place of unconditional love, because that is one of the most prominent ways I've seen it work. But on top of that, the best way I've seen it work is when your projection is so unconditional that they feel it and they start to see the change within themselves, and they start to be more inspired by that change, which creates a really powerful ripple effect. So your projection and your energy is super powerful, but it also has to come partly from them as well. And I really want you to remember that just give yourself that grace, give them that grace, and be gentle, and just let your guys' self grow and learn. Even when you're trying to wish someone the best, just remember it's not only your job, it's both of your jobs, plus so many other unseen factors like energy and experience and everything. And so I hope these 5 little tips were really helpful on how to say affirmations and how to help somebody else in your life manifest, get better, and just get to where they want to be. And so thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to this episode. And if this did resonate with you, please don't hesitate to tag me, share it on your stories, or leave a review, whatever feels most called for you to do. Please do that. It helps me. I read every single one of your messages, and so it really helps me when I know which episodes are really connecting with you. So thank you so much for sharing some time with me. I absolutely love you and wish you and your loved ones all the best. Mwah! I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
So, how did you like today's episode? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed recording it. And before you leave, I wanted to just say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for spending some time with me. If this episode or any of my content has ever inspired you, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could leave a review in the iTunes podcast app and just share this with someone you care about. The more your guys leave reviews and share this with people, the more I am able to create more content for you, and that's what fuels me and keeps me going. I am so genuinely grateful for the time we shared today, and until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and lots of healing energy. Bye!